40 years ago, kids respected, even idolized their teachers. Educators were held in high esteem and were in charge of a kinder, gentler school environment. 40 years ago, talking out of turn was the #1 disciplinary problem. That was then. This is now. Today, drugs, alcohol, violence, teen pregnancy, funding cuts, and lack of parental involvement have made America a nation at risk.
I'm Bob Alexander. As a former teacher, coach, and high school administrator, I understand the tough problems facing today's educators. While I haven't walked in your shoes, I have walked in the shoes of an educator forced to take a knife away from a student who held it against the throat of a young girl. I've had the frightening challenge of taking a loaded gun away from a student who threatened to kill a teacher. I understand firsthand that today's classrooms are far different from the way they were not only 40 years ago, but 10 years ago. It's easy for educators to feel discouraged, but I want to rekindle your commitment. Kids need us.
Miss Jeffries is my favorite teacher because she teaches me how to read.
Mrs. Forsberg is my favorite teacher because she teaches math.
Mrs. Myers is my favorite teacher because we do collages and we trace.
Mrs. White is my favorite teacher because we do math problems.
Miss Hellman is my favorite teacher because she teaches you how to learn and she's very, very nice.
We can each be a difference maker in the life of a child who can one day make a difference in America and the world. How? By teaching not only the ABCs of education, but more importantly by teaching the ABCs of life: attitude, behavior, and character. They're the fundamentals of the I-CAN program I've introduced to thousands of teachers, students, and parents across America.
The I-CAN program delivers powerful, life-changing principles and encouragement for teachers and administrators who participate in teacher in-service workshops and the National I-CAN workshops.
We do not have an educational problem in America. What we have is a societal problem in America.
One of the things that we have to do in education is that we have to remember that everybody needs a shot in the arm every now and then.
You are the change maker, which means that you are the decision maker and you are the difference maker in the lives of so many children. You see, my friends, you, yes, you, were born to win.
I guess teachers are like everyone else, that we know that what we're doing is important, but we need to be reminded of that. And he was a cheerleader for us today.
You see, attitudes, my friends, are contagious. Here's my question. Is yours worth catching? Because every single day, the children that you have in your classroom are catching your attitudes. How many of you know somebody that has had a hardening of the attitudes? These are the individuals that can brighten up the classroom by leaving.
People, especially teachers, always like to have someone come talk to them who has a little bit of humor in his presentations.
You are the greatest, most influential sales force in America. Every single day you're selling kids the ideas, the concepts, and principles that education is important. Every single day they're looking at you for guidance, for encouragement.
If you want teachers to be on your side, you want to give them a gift, you want to give them a shot in the arm, call them Bob.
The I-CAN program also nurtures positive self-esteem, attitudes, and behavior in students.
We need to always believe that we have good and clean and pure and powerful qualities within us that will enable us to go anywhere we want to go in life.
The I-CAN program places into effect the essence of Americana, if you will.
One of the lessons that we want to talk about today that we can always do is to be nice to other people. Because see, what you send out, you're going to get back. It is important for us to be nice to other people. How many of you like that story? Big thumbs up? Fantastic.
Bob is such a motivational speaker, and I think his message is so important because it reflects the essential elements which really create a very strong child, community, and school.
It doesn't matter what color you are, it does not matter where you are from, it does not matter what shape you are. It's what's inside of us that makes us go up.
I really believe that all kids want to do the right thing. I firmly believe that. They want to be motivated to live that way. So it's important to have Bob come in and help kids understand those things.
My name is Cocaine, call me Coke for short. I entered this country without a passport. Ever since then, I made a lot of scum rich. Some have been murdered and found in a ditch. I'm more valuable than diamonds, more treasured than gold. Use me just once and you too will be sold.
Bob cuts through all of the stumbling blocks that people put in their own pathways.
The only real failure is the boy or girl who fails to try. We all need to try our very best. How many of you believe that you are a winner? Yes!
The students enjoyed it very much.
Oh, look here. Come here, big buddy. Give me a big hug. Come here and give me a big hug.
At town hall meetings and special community events, the I Can program encourages parents, business and community leaders to become partners with educators in the development of America's youth.
There's not a school in America that'll teach your children or my children how to be any better than mediocre without the right mental attitude.
I think every parent in America should hear the presentation.
The way you spell love is T-I-M-E. That's what kids are desperately hurting for today, a lack of time.
It made me feel that what I'm doing as a parent is most important.
You know, when a gold miner goes in a gold shaft, he has to move tons and he has to move tons of dirt in order to find that little bitty speck of gold. The difference is he doesn't go in looking for the dirt. He goes in looking for the gold.
The I Can program can serve as the backbone for building American values, democracy, honesty, integrity, loyalty, all of those things we would like to see in our students.
We need to expect the maximum, not the minimum, from our students. We achieve better results when we expect better results. Not all children have the ability to make all A's, but all children have the ability to do their very best with your help.
If you care about your faculty and you want to make an impression and you want them to walk out feeling good about the profession that they went into, I would definitely encourage them to call on Bob to come out.
Very definitely the I Can program can be plugged into any school, anywhere in the nation with positive results.
Bob is a very conscientious personality. He's very positive and he's outgoing. And I think one of the benefits that any school can have with having him in is that there is this energy that he brings in a moment in time into your school where everybody can get excited and feel good about themselves, who they are, and what they're planning on doing with their life. I don't care if it's a child or if it's an adult.
You've seen and heard how the I Can program is encouraging thousands of parents, teachers, and students across America. I look forward to bringing the I Can program to your school. As you know, kids don't make up 100% of the population, but they do make up 100% of our future. I firmly believe the greatest monument we can build to the future is an enthusiastic, motivated, and well-rounded boy or girl. Together we can make a difference.